Hi, my name is Jay Rasenko. I am the producer and stepping in for Leon Thomas for the co-host of the show with Mike Weiner. We're doing our weekly update with Mike, and let's see what's going on. How you doing, Mike?
I am doing awesome, Jay. Good afternoon. How are you doing? It's raining every single day in Maryland this week, isn't it?
Yes, but it was a good holiday weekend though, so that was the main thing.
Absolutely.
But let's go through a few things. Let's learn about some history. Why did you start NRG 24 years ago?
Yeah, it's amazing. And
Yeah.
I love that question. I started in January of 2001. And I don't know if you know this, Jay. I had another networking group with a gentleman for 2 years called BSG, Business Services Group.
Huh?
And at 2 years, he came to me and said, Mike, I think we should go to the internet. And I said, I disagree. I think we should keep it live meetings. So we sent a letter out to the members, and 6 months later, he was not doing business anymore. I'm here 24 years later. I finally went to the internet with Zoom because of COVID. So I think one of us went too early and the other went perfect. So, as far as NRG, I knew that I wanted to continue to run a networking group. I remember going over to Columbia Mall, had a pizza and a Diet Coke. And I said, I want it to be a group. I want it to be referral. I want it to be network. I flipped it around. It became network referral group. And if you say it quick, NRG, it's energy. And
Yes.
Jay, I'm not that smart. I think God put that in my head. And a lot of times I go NRG and people go, it's got energy, just like you, Mike Weiner. So that's how I started. I put the whole business plan together and we went, we were doing live meetings, Jay, for 20 years. And then when that small little disease called COVID, our viewing audiences probably heard of it once or twice. We
Really? I,
pivoted, we went to Zoom,
I
and
didn't
we've
hear
been on
about it.
Zoom for 4 years.
I
What's
never
that?
heard about I never heard about it.
You've never heard about COVID? You
No.
know, go in the history book. It came out in March, April of 2020. It's
Okay.
there.
I'll have to look it up. No, I mean, it's great that you have survived 24 years, where most companies the last no more than 2 to 5 years. So you have a great business plan.
No, I appreciate that. You know what? I've seen, when we had that recession in 2008 to 2010, Jay, we had 1,100 members. Everybody was going out of business. It was crazy. It went down to 28 members. Most people would have thrown in the towel, but I'm like Rocky Balboa. I'm like the Rocky movies. I came back and we fought through the recession and all kinds of personal stuff and business. And yeah, here we are 24 years later. And my goal is still to impact business.
So what is NRG's mission?
Say it again. What is the NRG
Mission.
University?
Mission.
Mission. So our mission is really to impact businesses and help them grow virally with power partners and other members in NRG. And we've taken that to a deep level now, Jay. We're nationwide, we're international, but the bottom line is helping companies grow. And that's what I love to do.
Yeah, we've been doing this show for what over 2 years now,
So for 2 years, yes.
and we've seen it grow. Maybe not as much as you have, but we've seen this it has had an impact. Now you mentioned something about a university. What's that?
I love that question. The NRG University is something we're working on. We're going to be implementing soon. It's going to be on the website. People can go there and see videos from me on how to network or how to run a group. We're going to get some professional videos from other people as well. It's going to be one place you can go for all your education, inspiration, motivation, etc. And then that's going to be a big part of the NRG website, which is nrg.online.
Now, is it going to be nothing but online or any in person stuff?
Right now, the plan is to have it online so that people, excuse me, people can check it out and go there and watch videos and so forth. But you never know. We may take it live at some point. Right now, we're having so much success with Zoom. People are watching videos. This generation, the new generation, they like to watch videos, Jay. They grew up doing that. In the womb, I think they did that. Take it to the NRG University.
Well, it sounds great. And you said this year it'll be launching. When do you think?
Should be later in the year. I've got some people that have heard me talk about it, and they're empowering me to really get it moving. So I would say at some point this year. I don't have a date for it yet, but somewhere in 2024.
Great. Can't wait for it. We'll keep us posted on it.
We will. Thank you.
Now I heard you have or an author. Is that going to be tied into the university? The books you'll be writing over.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've written now 2 books. One has been published. I've brought it back to edit it and update it. I've got the NRG Advantage, and this will be coming out, being published again very soon. I've got the NRG Culture, and I'm writing a book now, How to Build a Business During COVID. And I'm really excited about that. I was at Ocean City, Maryland 2 weekends ago. Weather was terrible, rain and wind. What do you expect in March? But I'm working on that book, and I'm working on some other books as well. So for the viewing audience out there, one thing about NRG, we're not just networking, we're education, inspiration, motivation, anything that ends in an IONJ. We're here to help out and help companies grow and individuals grow. And, being a better person is really important today. You've got to invest in yourself.
Yes, and I'm big into motivational books and speakers myself for years, and
Absolutely.
keeps you kind of sane. Kind of, I said. Anyway, let's take a break from our sponsors, and we will come back and talk some more about NRG, and we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, Mentalist Doug Roy here. On Thursday, April 11th, I will perform a benefit Zoom mentalism show for the Lori Lundeen Foundation. In this show, I will perform fun and interactive mind-bending feats that simply destroy logic, such as mind reading, predictions, and acts of clairvoyance. All proceeds for this show will go to the Lori Lundeen Foundation, a charitable outreach to those in need throughout the world. To purchase tickets for this virtual event, simply go to lorilundeen.com. We look forward to having you join us on Thursday, April 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for this benefit Zoom mentalism show. It's a show you won't want to miss. To learn more, just go to lorilundeen.com. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you.
I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. Podcast, virtual events, webinars, streaming shows, and so much more. We want to be your partner in all things virtual.
Welcome back to NRG This Week. That was commercial from the Leon Thomas Group, where our interns are made a big portion of the video. If you would like any information on the Leon Thomas Group, go to leonthomasgroup.com or email him at leon@theleonthomasgroup.com. Leon is also very active in the community. He runs a program called Racquetball Revival, where he teaches kids from the ages of like 5 up to 17, I believe, about how to play racquetball and just to learn how to become a good person. Also, he mentors them. He has over 60 kids right now. Started from like 5 a couple of years ago, and he does a great job. He offers tutoring, guidance, just does a lot of good work for the community. And if you want to go to the website, it's racquetballrevival.com. All right, Mike, welcome back. It's great to talk with you this week. Something we talked about briefly in pregame is about something I noticed growing up anyway. They never taught you how to run a business in college when I went to college. Now it's expanded where they are, but still, how do you want to help teach kids either in high school or college how to do that, either through you or through your university?
That's such a great question, Jay. My boys are now 27 and 22, and my younger one has launched a commercial real estate business here in Maryland.
Right?
And I'm going to be doing some three-way text intros with him and a couple of real estate investors. So, I think it's very important that we develop the next generation of leadership. And, it's funny because the current generation is always concerned about the next generation. But Jay, leaders are going to pop up. We just need to give them the tools to help them shine. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing as an author is creating a book series for these college students. So when they come out of college, if they're looking for a job, we can give them the resources to get a job. If they're entrepreneurial, like my son, and they want to run their own business, they're going to be able to do that. So my vision, I got to take a little time away from what I'm doing. Obviously, I've been running 32 Zooms a week. 2 weekends ago, I went away for a 4-day weekend and started working on my third book. And I see that as really a good time for me to get away, maybe once a month, once a quarter, to write these books so the college kids have a map. They have direction. They know how to come up with a business, have a business plan, develop that trusted board of advisors like lawyers, CPA, et cetera, bookkeeper, and then be able to implement. Because you said it, Jay, companies are closing down within 2 to 5 years, and that's not good for anybody. So my mission with these high school and college students is to help them, empower them to be able to run their own business. That's very important to me because I want to see the next generation take the baton from you and Leon and myself and other great leaders and run with it.
Great. Glad to hear that. And I can't wait for it. And it's not only college kids, you could start high school because you see a lot of high school kids starting their own business. I mean, it's so easy now with the internet.
And you know what? There's high school students that don't want to go to college. And sometimes, I'm like, whatever is the right thing for each individual. I'm not saying don't go. I think there's a lot of value. I went to Towson. It was Towson State University back in 82 to 86. And I developed a lot of business skills. But what they don't teach is how to run a business, how to balance a checkbook, things you were bringing up front. And those are the things that I really want to be able to help the college students or the high school students or both, be able to develop, find a good networking organization. I think we know of one, Jay, that someone's been running for 24 years and, be able to help them and empower them. And it's really important to me to share what I've learned and be able to mentor the next generation.
Yes. And I think it's going to be exciting where it's going to go. Where do you see NRG going?
It's interesting because next year is our 25th year. And, I thought about, I'm just sharing this out, do we do a big nationwide event in Baltimore? I don't know. We're kicking the idea around. Zoom has absolutely transformed NRG. I used to drive all around Maryland and DC and Virginia and spend a lot of time tolls, parking, gas, rush hour traffic, stress, Wendy's fast food. Guess what? Now I can sit here, eat a salad, eat something healthy, and run Zooms and be on like 8 or 9 Zooms a day if I want and run them nationwide and international. So I think the future is bright. I see us really developing internationally. I see us being able to mentor the kids. I see the university, NRG University exploding and being able to do more leadership and mentorship, not only the NRG members, but the next wave of high school and college kids. Because some of them, Jay, all they know is Zoom. They didn't drive around the state doing stuff. So we've got to also be able to reach them intellectually wherever they're at. So I see the future for NRG bright. We've had our best years, Jay, since we went to Zoom. And, I don't miss the rush hour traffic. I don't miss driving around. And, it's nice to get out once in a while, but honestly, we're more effective on Zoom, not only for me, but for our members.
Yes, I totally agree. And it's easier for people to sit down and watch something for half hour, 20 minutes, half hour at their leisure than to drive somewhere to attend a meeting, sit there for an hour, be bored, where they could see it on Zoom. No one likes going to meetings like that, even though it's great for in-person networking nowadays with LinkedIn, which is, I think it's an incredible way to network, and through LinkedIn. It's a professional network, not a social network where people are just there to blow off steam or meet people, And so I think, with the NRG and it growing internationally, I think it'll help it through LinkedIn, which we're going to try and help.
LinkedIn, it's a great point you bring up about LinkedIn, Jay. I've had 30,000 connections, and that's the most you can have for about 12 years now. And I can't tell you how many new members I have found reaching out to them. I've made some unbelievable connections, and you can't just bombard people. You need to do it strategically. You need to figure out hot buttons, let them know you've read their profile. You've got to show a genuine interest in people. People don't care how much you know. They care about how much you care about them, and are really invested in them. And that's the law of attraction, serving people and manifesting goals and attitude of gratitude. And that's what NRG is all about. Our mantra for 24 years has been, you can help, as long as you help other people get what they want, you can get what you want, which is a Zig Ziglar quote. Yes. And that's embodied NRG for 24 years. But you bring up a great point, Jay. Not Legal Shield. LinkedIn, I was thinking of one of my members, Legal Shield. LinkedIn is just such a phenomenal resource for people if they use it properly. And we can train the college kids on how to do that. We actually do have a member that's a LinkedIn lead generation guy. I'll have to have him on NRG this week. James Monteith. He's a great guy. He's helped me a lot. And I have found some incredible people that have joined NRG on LinkedIn.
And you could also reconnect with a lot of people that I haven't talked to some of these people since I was in college. I was in college at the same time as you, and it's like great to see that they're being successful, and we could see each other's successes and help each other out. What else was I going to ask you?
We got to talk sports. We got to talk sports somewhere. Are we going to talk baseball, football? I don't want to talk football. My Ravens. I rather talk baseball. Your Pirates, I believe, are 5-0. They're kicking some butt.
They won on the road, even best record.
Now, if we can get the Pirates to the World Series and we can get the Orioles to the World Series, it's 1979 all over again.
We are family.
We are family, right? We are family. That would be a rematch of the Pirates with the Orioles. They're 3-2. They're looking pretty good. We got to get past the Yankees are off, I think, 5-1. They started the season 5-0. They've got some Soto in right field and Aaron Judge, and I definitely got to get I got to get back on your show. I know you have that show with sports. I was on there with Jasmine. We had a great time. You and Leon do such a great job with all these different shows, Jay. It's just such diversity and variety, and I see them all over LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. And kudos to you and Leon for you hit so many different areas, and you guys have done a great job. And I've known you for a short time now. You're a good friend of mine now. Leon and I have been friends for a minute. He doesn't like me saying 25 years. We've been friends for a minute and a half. I
don't want to bring up how long we've known each other, but it's been like a while.
Yeah, a minute, right?
Hey, Jasmine is going to be. We're going to be doing a NFL draft show when the draft is towards the end of the month. So,
cool.
Contact her about possibly being on it, or being a guest on it, or just commenting on it. But the last 2 years, it was outstanding. I mean, it was incredible about how she did predicting the draft picks. It's like,
wow,
The first year we did
yeah,
it.
I'm not as good with that, but Jasmine did have me on. She interviewed me about the Orioles last year when they were making a real strong, serious push for the playoffs. And Jasmine's very articulate. She's very energetic. One of the things when you do these you got to be relatable to people.
Yes.
And Jasmine's super relatable. I had a blast with her, Jay. I will reach out to her again and, get on one of her shows.
She's very knowledgeable in her sports. I'm very impressed with her. I'm excited about her future, just like I'm excited about your future. Just she's a little bit younger, that's all. But
I appreciate
that. She has a great future in sports broadcasting. She works for I do believe Fox Radio now, so she's doing a great job for them.
Yeah, she's amazing. I love Jasmine.
All right, anything else, Mike, you'd like to share with us?
Nah, you know what? We've got meetings all around the country. If you have just started your business, don't be a lone ranger. Don't do it alone. Reach out to me. I know Jay can put my info in there. It's 443-756-9656. Best way to get me, really, thank you, Jay, is by text because I'm on so many Zooms. 443-756-9656. If you're real old school, you can email me, Mike@networkreferralgroup.com, 1F2Rs. You can also, the website is nrg.online. And, like even tonight, I've got 3 more groups. I've got Atlanta at 4:00 Eastern, DMV, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia, Twilight. We have Twilight groups for those of you that are working a full-time job and have started Plan B, a second option at night. We have a 6:00 Eastern. And then at 9:00, I call it our pajama NRG. Nobody wears pajamas, but it's 9:00. It's the West Coast Twilight. And my Zoom number for those of you, it's 367-333. Jay is all over that. 9689, no password. So, reach out if you'd like to jump on one of those. I've got 3 more. And, Jay, I've got a guest coming on next week. He's excited. He does IT. He's going to talk about the value of a CRM. Some people don't even know what a CRM is, but you've got to have a CRM to keep all your information, your data. David Levine, he's out of Texas. He's in his 2nd year with me. He's pumped to be on. We'll be interviewing him this week, next week, NRG this week. I don't know what I just said, but I'm going to turn it back to Jay. We had a great time today, Jay. Appreciate you, man. And Leon, we missed you. I know you're watching this somewhere. And Jay, thank you so much for having me. And I'll turn it back to you in Studio 53. I don't know if that's a number studio, but it's great seeing everybody on NRG this week. And back to Jay.
Thank you, Mike. It was a great show. We will be back next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please comment. Come on, watch the show. Say comments. Ask Mike any questions. He'll be happy to answer. Okay. Everybody have a great day. Stay dry. See ya.
See ya.